Today we're going to talk a little bit about training. I am in the middle of a 10-week long half marathon training block and I feel fantastic. I've never sat down and completed an entire race specific training block before. I am an older runner, 35 years old, and I was, I didn't really start running until just a couple years ago. It took me 3 years to get up to a good enough condition, health-wise and fitness-wise, to be able to run, to go out and just run a 5K at the drop of a hat now. The purpose of a training block is to grant you or to build up the fitness that you need in order to complete a race. You want to get to a finish line or to a starting line. You want to get to a starting line in good enough condition to believe or to know that you're going to finish the race that you entered. For me, it started with a 5K. I went out and did my own 10K. I signed up for a 16K, which I missed because of a family illness. And then I went out and ran the 16K by myself. And then now I have a half marathon coming up. So I'm building. Every distance is a bit higher, if you'll notice. The training block that I'm doing is 2 easy runs per week, right around 30 to 45 minutes. 1 speed work day, which is usually about an hour, and then 1 long run day, which is between 1 hour 45 and 2 hours and 10 minutes long for a run. I have, as of yet, only been able to run 1.5 hours constant one time in that entire training block, but it's only called for it about 3 times by now. So we're in week 6, at the end of week 6 now. As I've gone along, I've gotten stronger, gotten faster, started around a 10-minute mile. Right now I'm pushing out an 8:30, and that is a huge gain. That is a huge gain by anyone's measurements. 1.5 minutes per mile, some people would give up their first child or something for a 1.5 minute gain on their mile if they were a really serious athlete. And I just chalk it up to me never having seriously trained before. It helps. It does. Honestly, doing it seriously helps quite a lot. Excuse me, I got my notes here. So I did start training. I did hire a coach earlier in the year, February. It didn't work out. I actually ended up injuring myself. I was being a silly person. I was very excited and I was silly, and I kept on going out on the road, and I was hopping around off of curbs and things thinking I was like hardcore parkour. And my left knee suffered. I got an overuse injury. I don't even think about it anymore, but a knee injury, a large joint injury, can be very traumatic, and it can suck away your motivation. It's almost all encompassing whenever you get a big injury. It really is. You have to, it affects the way you walk, the way you spend your active time. You have to be always conscious of the injury and the pain that you're in. So if you're just starting out, take it easy. I cannot stress that enough. You won't want to get a big injury early on and then get unmotivated and fall out of the sport. So, goals, I will be always climbing. I'll always be climbing that distance, unless it's a very technical trail run. So I am at the point in my life right now where I'm just climbing into the ultra territory. So I'll be doing half marathon and then marathon and then ultra marathon. Ultra marathon by April of next year, 30 something miles. I'll be taking part in the Whiskey Basin Trail Runs in Arizona, 60 kilometer. So it's going to be, I already signed up for it, and it's going to be fun. I hope that I do well. I just want to finish the thing. That'll be an accomplishment in and of itself. So, as we're out on the trails, as I'm along riversides or in woods and forests and things like that, I enjoy the trail. You will be along with me on the trail, and not always whenever I'm just doing boring park runs or something. Unless you guys want to see that, that's fine. I can do that too. But I'm out. I'm here. I'm sharing, and I would like to share this journey with you. So, hopefully, this training block will work out, and maybe you learned something. Not sure. Anyways, thanks for watching. What are we after? Peace, love, and majesty out there. That's what we're after. See ya.